Right, I'll begin. Just wait for Geert to go. He deserves every bit of praise he gets. What a man! What a speech! Yes! Cheer him off! Thank you for coming all this way! What a haircut! Fancy stepping up to the plate after a man like that, with the spiel, the lip service, the hair. But I'm going to go for it anyway, because I'm here not for my political acumen. I'm here as Tommy's friend to see it and say it how I see it. And that's all I've ever done. That's all I'm ever going to do. And I said it previously that I'm absolutely gutted, and I mean that I'm not here with Tommy. For those that was at the Day for Freedom event, I come here and I was standing with Tommy, and now I've got to stand here for Tommy, and I'm choked. And I know that you are too, because you're loving to be here right now. Tommy, Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy, Tommy. Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson. You are much better at singing than me. Now, I want to clear up a few misconceptions that I've been reading about Tommy on the internet, and that's my purpose here today. And I want to give to you and them my reasons as to why Tommy should be freed. So bear with me. I've built up a good friendship with Tommy, and it disgruntles me when people use him as a scapegoat to justify their own agenda. However, people love Tommy now more than ever. The people are now listening. They're waking up. Thank you, Tommy. And going back to the misconceptions, okay, this is from a friend. Tommy is not a racist, for God's sake. None of you are racists. I can see all different colours in the crowd, even ginger people. And you ginger people have now got your own emoji. You're now equal. Tommy is a good man. Tommy is a very, very good man. He loves life, he loves people, and he loves to help people. Listen to all those loves. For those leftist wallies, the scruffy Antifa mob. How dare they use the word hate when there's so much love wrapped around this man? The sacrifices that Tommy's made to send his message loud and proud and clear is immeasurable. And his message is this: if we don't all wake up soon, it's going to be too late to smell the coffee. We can smell it. The country at the moment is stinking of coffee. And more will follow. There is a swoop from the left to the right. And what's right is right. Now, I want to move on to Tommy's arrest. It was far too swift. And like I said, I'm going to say it as I see it. And I'm here because I love the geezer. He asked, how many people saw the live feed of Tommy's arrest? Everybody. We're not stupid. And no matter what the mainstream media print, you can't erase what you saw and what you heard, okay? He asked if he could film away from the court on the pavement, and he was told yes. Did you hear that? And I want to make it clear, I do not blame the police officers that arrested him. I do not blame the police officers. And my guess, listen, you can boo you like, and my guess is that they didn't want to arrest him, but they had no other option because they were told to. They were instructed to arrest him. And the police are also the first person and the first people that I would call, and I'm sure you would if our kids got abducted and went missing. I just wish they were allowed to do more on the streets to prevent the current epidemic of gun and knife crime under that fucking mayor. And I'm not even going to say his name, but too many people are now dying in the capital of our city, and it is not on. I'll tell you what we'll do, let's break it up. Whoa! Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Whoa! Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! We never get bored of that song. Let me continue. Tommy's live feed that we all saw, that we've all agreed on, could have been stopped at any time. Yeah? It could have been stopped at any time. It was over an hour long before he presumably crossed the line. It could have been prevented, and he could have still been sat at home right now with his family. And like I said before, I feel the powers that be that pull the strings wanted Tommy silenced because the truth hurts. And I believe the powers that be that pull the strings gave the police no choice but to arrest him on that day. So here's my gripe, and here's my plea, and probably the most important parts of my speech today. Now, I'm no judge. I'm the geezer off the internet that cracks the bad jokes. And I'm also no expert on law. But I am a compassionate human being that knows a miscarriage of justice when I say a 31-year-old by the name of Michael Wells from Essex was spared a jail sentence for planning to impregnate a 14-year-old girl and abuse their own child together. I'm sorry to say that and go down that route, but he was spared a jail sentence on the grounds that he was abandoned as a boy. We've all had problems in the past. We don't go around behaving like that. He should have been sent to jail. But yet, and here is the thing that really gets my goat. A week later, on the 25th of May, in the same country, under the same law, under the same legal system, Tommy was sent to jail for reporting on a grooming gang trial. Wow. Who are the real criminals here? Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Whoa, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson! Tommy Robinson should never have been jailed, period. And I got a bit more. Bear with me, mate. Yes, Tommy pushes the boundaries. He pushes them to keep us informed of the filth that goes on behind closed doors for our protection. And that's why we love him, because he pushes them boundaries. And God bless you all, the mainstream media at the front here. None of you have got the balls to print the truth, have you? And be honest, you haven't. You report what you're told to report. Not you got a free Tommy t-shirt on, but you know what I'm saying. This is a biased media system in which we're living in, and it's unfair. It puts our children and our country in jeopardy and our lives. Not you. Not pinpointing anybody. If the judge wanted to send a strong message on the day to Tommy for slightly overstepping the mark, he could have given him a hefty fine. He could have given him community service at the absolute worst. But to send Tommy to jail for fighting for the forgotten people is absolutely outrageous. Guys, remember, guys and girls, my job is to try and keep today peaceful and pleasant so we don't give them ammunition to put reports in the newspaper tomorrow of how disruptive it was. So I'm here to try and inject a little bit of love and a bit of truth. And if I can insult the mainstream media along the way, then I will. I just want to tell you, I've seen Tommy cry when he tells me about some of the stories that he chooses to cover. Traumatic stories. Okay, the man's got the heart of a lion, the size of an island, and I'm telling you that as a friend. And Tommy would never, ever do anything deliberately to jeopardise a trial. What kind of nonsense is that to print? Shame on you. So here's my gripe and plea. Tommy would never, ever do anything intentionally to jeopardise anything, regardless of what the biased media say. Therefore, there was never, ever any intent. And on those grounds, I protest. They grant Tommy leave to appeal, overturn his conviction and send him home. Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy does not belong in jail. Pure and simple. Tommy does not belong in jail. He belongs with us here today. I'd like to thank you all for inviting me to speak and accepting what I've got to say. It means a hell of a lot, and I appreciate it. And I'm going to pass you now over to our next speaker, who doesn't need much of an introduction.